Alright guys, just want to do a update on what's going on. I finally graduated and uh, now I have more responsibility and I've been selling and trading a lot of guns recently. So I do have free time now. I plan on making more videos about my collection. So more or less, I'll try to upload one video per week, and showcasing what I got newly purchased, and you'll probably realize what kind of guns I sold and traded off to purchase the new stuff. In a way, I kind of downgraded in some ways, but I try to keep the guns I really like, nonetheless. So of course, one of my favorite rifle I own currently is the SR15 Mod 1. This is not the same one showcased in my very first review of this rifle. This is actually I used to own four of the same gun pretty much, and three Mod 1 LPR, which is the precision rifles. I just like it so much that I just keep buying multiples. But I sold pretty much all of it. I still have three of them now, but this is my most used gun, and I actually shout out my very first rifle I ever got. Like if you watch my channel, I do mag dump a lot, and I used to shoot steel case ammo, and that will wear out the barrel really fast. It is not uncommon for me to go through 6 magazines in a row, and last time I did a little bit of a study on temperature, lightweight barrel, and temperature and round count, mag dumping. You know, if you do four, what is it, 100 rounds non-stop, just pew 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 pew, just rapid fire, you will reach about 400 to 420 Fahrenheit. And so 6 magazines, I would guess it's probably somewhere close to almost 600 degrees, five mid 500s. So that just kills your barrel. Heat does kills your it kills your barrel. The powder components, the bullet, being steel jacket, bimetal jacketed bullet, it will wear down your barrel. So that one's gone. I shot it out within, I think, what was it, maybe 12,000, 13,000 rounds, and it was missing lens and grooves in down the bore. I sold it to another KC collector, and I don't know what he's doing with it right now. But anyways, so this is my second shooter. I still do safe queens and shooters when it comes to, a couple of my most favorite rifles and pistols. I would categorize myself as being 70% collector and 30% shooter. Although I do shoot a lot, but I care more about the collecting, the rarity. I really do like that part when it comes to collecting and buying guns. So, anyways, long story short, this is the second shooter, and the shooting done. What is it? What's the round count? It's approaching 20,000 rounds. I'm pretty sure I'm at 18,000, more or less. I document my round counts and how much I shoot after I shot out the very first rifle I got. Just to keep in mind that this is actually the same lower as before. So this lower, combining the two uppers, this one and the one I shot out, it's got 30, approaching 30 something thousand rounds on just the lower. and it's still doing really good, and it's got one of the best trigger I've ever filled for AR. It's clear, nothing in the chamber, empty magazine. It's actually better than, I like this trigger better than my SSAE trigger by Geissele. So here's the take up, and trying to, yeah, there it is. It breaks like glass. The second stage, it's very, very, very clean and crisp. So it's my most favorite trigger. Oddly though, this is probably the oddball. Like I said, I have multiple guns, the same one with the same trigger, and some of them don't break as clean. So this is probably just you know, I don't know what happened, but KC did something right that day, and they produced just an amazing trigger on this particular one. The other ones are closer to the SSAE, but not as light. This is a 4.5 pound trigger. Yeah, my favorite rifle. I changed the configuration back and forth. I kept the stock throughout the entire process of just shooting and trying to figure out what I like, what you know, what looks good. Of course, looking cool is one of the most important parts about, you know, collecting guns and whatnot and shooting. Went with just a classic magazine. I sold pretty much, I only have 4 PMags, and the rest of it it's OK Industry Surefeed magazine. And you can see here I do have the A1 Colt grip with just inner tube from a bike, so it works really well and it's not too bad. I wish it could be a little bit fatter, but I don't like how some of the grips, they'll have an additional tail here. It just looks really fat, and you know, being a designer, I do prefer this type of grip. It just looks really nice, and it does functionally, it works, and as the visually it's very pleasing to me. I kept the same optic, which is a ACOG TA31F, nothing too special, red chevron. I actually tried out multiple optics by TreasureCon, and in the end, you know, the TA11, TA33, all of that, and variables 124, 126, and even TA31F with popular, the really well-known ACSS reticle by Primary Arms. That reticle just did not work for me. I really hate it. So I went back to just the traditional red chevron TA31F. As you can see, it's got a TreasureCon RMR 06 on top. So in the end, I decided to go with this combo because I can actually engage close and medium or long range really quickly, you know, shifting between targets. It's way faster than a variable scope, so that's kind of the reason I went with this setup. ADM mount, I tried a ADM, and the previous one was the LaRue mount. In the end, the LaRue mount, I forgot the model number, but it keeps backing out on me. And one of them, it's on the LaRue, one of the locking lever, you'll have it's not really locked down. Only one of the levers has the little locking tab, and the front one will be missing that feature. And that one always, you know, after shooting a couple hundred rounds, you'll start to walk out. So that's kind of the reason I went with this model. As you can see here, it's got a locking design here on both levers, not just one of them. So I like that. So same thing. It's really dirty on the inside. I usually just wipe down the outside make it really clean. I usually lay it against my bed. I just kind of put it on the floor and whatnot, so I don't want to get it too dirty on the outside. I want to trying to keep my room clean and all that. So, and yes, I finally decided on a vertical fork and this particular one. I had I tried it clean. I tried it with the angle AFG by Megpol, and I've tried hand stop, and I've tried stubby. I tried long vertical grips, and this is the final what I came down to. Just a Tango down stubby with these type of I don't even know if that's quick detach, if you consider that quick detach feature. I still do have the lever design, but that actually gets in the way when I grip it like this. When I grip it like this, the other side, it gets really uncomfortable due to that lever being there. So I just went with this design. It's rock solid, so it's nice. Good to go here. And towards the front, well, back up, sight, still the same. Nothing changed on that. Eventually I went with this Precision Armament EFAB compensator. This is, I would say, I recommend this over pretty much any other muzzle device due to the fact that it has flash hiding capability the same as a A2 flash hider, which is already good enough. It's a good flash hider, but it has that, plus it reduces muzzle climb and fail recoil. Really, I would say it's close to the Surefire SF556 that I had. It's not as good as a 3-port muzzle brake like the Lentag Dragon, which I also had. I tried multiple ones, even the KAC MAMS MEMS brake, which was like $300, and that was a big disappointment, to tell you the truth. So this is the very best compensator muzzle device I've ever tried, and I decided to keep it on here. So yeah, this is the final outcome of, putting almost 33,000 whatever rounds, and this is the final setup. As you can see here, it's very traditional looking, which I like. I don't prefer the super futuristic, I would almost say edgy looking weapons with the Geissele rails. They're fine, but I kind of prefer this, the URX 3.1 over the other ones, due to the fact that in my opinion, this still has that classy looking, old school feature and aesthetics. So, which is what I like. I'm not really of a tactical person, but yeah, it looks classy. I like the design. All the components, after a lot of shooting, I finally decided on what's going to stay on here. So it's a BCM Mod1 charging handle. This is the medium size. I know recently they changed to a new design, which I really hate. I also tried a Raptor Radian charging handle. I like it, but I just kind of prefer this, again, because I think it looks more classic. It's more traditional, on the traditional side of things. So yeah, my favorite gun of all time, pretty much. Not much of a nostalgia on this gun. I do still love AKs. In a way, I think AKs, they do have better blinds in general. I mean, when it comes to guns, the more you attach on there, I think, you kind of destroy the elegance and simplicity of guns in general. But this one, it's not bad. I kind of like it for what it is. So yeah, just a quick update on what's going on. I'll do more videos on what I changed out on my other guns. We got Zenith, Z43P conversion, and the actual rifle with the 16-inch barrel. I recently bought a Beulah Defense James River collaboration with James River Armory M14. That's coming up. I got a DSA FAL. Do a review video on that. We got a Vepr 545. The Starter AUG, I might do another review video on that. The first one was really terrible. That was my very first review video. Anyways, you'll see. Keep it a surprise, I guess. But yeah, thank you.